Well, hello fellow campers and canoe trippers. Welcome to what I hope is going to be the first of many new videos. I've got rid of the old snapshot cameras that I was using the movie function on, and I got myself a new Panasonic LX7 camera that takes very high quality videos. So now you'll be able to see canoe country in all its glory. What I want to do is start off with the very first of that series of videos. It's the 20th of March. It's the spring equinox, but outside here in Minnesota it looks like January. So I thought it would be a good night to get started to show you what's going to be happening on this year's canoe trip. Now there are a lot of things that I take along that I don't need to really think about. The canoe, the tent, the sleeping bag, all that sort of thing. That's no problem getting those together. But what I do fool around with is the cook kit. And I think over every year just exactly what I'm going to take. Now, in the past, I've used one of these standard square cook kits from Coleman. And inside, I've used one of these big and kind of heavy Peak cook kits. Okay? I've also taken along billies and a titanium pot, which you can see sort of burns in the bottom. And to try and save weight, I've taken along a small frying pan. Alright? Well, this year I kind of thought it out, and this is what I came up with. First of all, I'm going to take along the same old billy that I've been using for over 25 years. It's sort of heavy, but it holds a lot of water, and it also provides protection for the rest of the cook kit. Now this year, I'm going to be using a gas burner head. It looks something like that, okay? And it's going to be hooked up to this pipeline and a stand, and it's going to run on this style gas cartridge. Now, because these gas cartridges have a exposed nozzle on them, what I've done is I made an extra cap to go over the cap. As you can see on the inside, it has this exposed nozzle, and I don't want to risk breaking that off. Okay? So with plenty of protection, that is going to go into a bag, and that'll be the first gas cartridge that I'll use. The other gas cartridges that can be stored away are wrapped up in this foam. Okay? Now, inside the cook kit, I'm going to be carrying one of these standard gas cartridges, because as a second stove and as a backup and a stove for boiling, I'll be taking the old Bruton burner head that I've used for many years. Now this is a really good stove, but the burner head on it is so small, as you can see, that it does leave a hot spot and tends to burn the rice or the oatmeal or whatever I'm cooking in it. So the big burner head will go inside of the cook kit, along with the stand and the nozzle, which I won't put in there at this very second. And that goes inside of the big billy. Now, I also take along the cover and the pot for a 123 Siva stove, and I use that just for cooking rice. And the lid from a triangular teapot fits just right on there, so that's what I use to make all my minute rice with. And that goes inside the billy. I have a large cup that I'll use for my coffee, and I've cut the bottom out so it'll fit over the 123 cup, and that'll fit inside the billy. I have all my silverware my old Good Luck spoon, and a big Army spoon, and a big Army fork, which are nice and tough, and I can really dig around with them and cook without worry about them melting or breaking. And of course, the gripper for the cook kit. And that all goes inside the cook kit. I have along also a piece of foil that this will go under the burner so I get more heat, and that goes inside the belly. And I have a good large windscreen made out of very heavy aluminum foil, and I can put that around there also. So I'll be using as less gas as possible. Okay, and that all fits inside the belly. I'll be lighting it with either wooden matches or a Bic or anything else I've got laying around. I also take along at least one of these pie tins. That comes in handy in camp for maybe setting my coffee cup down if the ground is wet or dirty. And a large frying pan. I've been using this frying pan since the 1980s, and it's a little heavy, but not all that much. It's got good steep sides on it, so I can turn it on its side and put it in front of a fire to make bannock. Okay. I also have a bit of a scrubber. And last but not least, because I sit in a camp chair, usually on the ground, and eat, I take along an apron from my favorite website, Classic Camp Stoves. And I wear that. Keeps the food off my clothes, so the bears don't be smelling it, and it keeps it an awful lot cleaner. And I also have my trusty old Elgin jar. I'll put fruit juice in that for dinner, and I'll keep it in the boat during the day for my drinking water. So that's about it. This will all be compacted together and put into a bag I have that I carry the cook kit around in, and that'll go, of course, inside my food bag, along with the shelter and the breakfast, lunch, and dinner bags. So that's about it. If you have any questions, go ahead and let me know. The next thing I'll be doing is I'll be showing some more of the gear that goes along, the day bag, and some of the stuff that goes into the main gear bag in detail. Well, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.